Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Brittany. And we are the
MYTHBUSTERS.
And what we do?
We bust myths. Let me give you the 411 on what a myth is, alright? Myth, an invented story, idea, or concept.
The sad thing is, there are so many people who buy into the idea that some myths are actually true.
And when a whole lot of people start to believe that a myth is true, they accept it for a fact. So what are we gonna do, Brittany?
We're gonna take some of the most popular myths that people claim to be true and bust them.
We're gonna prove that these myths are 100% totally false.
That's right. Are you guys ready to tackle our first myth? Well, here we go.
All right, here we go. We're gonna bust our first myth. You ever heard the myth, if you step on a crack, you break your mama's back? How ridiculous is that? Well, Brittany and I are here to prove that this myth is not true. We're gonna take that myth and bust it. All right, Brittany, you got everything set up?
You betcha. I have your mom right here. We're monitoring her vital signs and the density in her vertebrae. And if your mom's back does break, we'll know it for sure.
Aaron, what is going on here? I've got lots of housework to do.
Oh man, hey Mom, just sit tight. We'll be done in just a second. I gotta see if I really can break your back or not.
Break my back? What? Are you crazy? What is going on here?
Aaron, I think you better hurry up here.
All right, Brittany, I'm ready to do it. All right, kids, I'm about to step on this crack right here and see if I really do break my mama's back. But remember, don't try this at home. You'll want to go to Grandma's house and try it there. It's much safer. All right, Brittany, you ready? I'm about to do it right now.
I'm ready.
1.
Son, I hope you know what you are doing.
2.
Son, you better be careful. You hear me?
3. Oh man, I did it. Oh, I gotta check on my mom. Brittany, come in. Oh no, did I break her back?
Oh no, her back is fine. The problem is...
Son, listen to me. You are grounded. You are grounded. Do you hear me? Grounded.
Oh man, come on, Mom. Nobody got hurt. Besides, you really helped us out. You were able to prove that if I step on a crack, I don't break my mama's back. Hey, Brittany, you know what that means, right? This myth is busted. Kids, we had to go through a lot to bust that whole step on a crack myth. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the most important myth that we're here to bust today.
That's right. There's a lot of myths about God floating around out there that just are not true.
Yeah, like this one. God is too strict to accept me. Can you believe that people actually believe that?
Too many people think that God is a big power in the sky that just looks down on us. And they think they messed up in life, which they probably have, and God won't accept them.
But that's a big fat myth. It just isn't true that God is too strict to accept us. When we accept Christ, He accepts us with open arms.
That's right. And today in our Bible lesson, we're going to talk about a man named Matthew, who was a dirty, rotten scoundrel of a man. He was a cheater, he was a thief, and he was so much more. But when he came to Jesus, He accepted him anyway.
Hey, not only that, but He actually asked Matthew to become one of His disciples. How insanely amazing is that? That just goes to prove
that God is not too strict to accept anyone. No matter who you are and what you have done, God will love you and help you become someone amazing just for Him.
Hey, and that brings us to today's big idea. Today's big idea says,
even though I am a sinner, with God's help, I'll be a winner.
So remember, kids, when you hear this sound,
hey, what's the big idea?
Stand up on your feet and say,
even though I am a sinner, with God's help, I'll be a winner.
And that is today's big idea.
Well, it's been crazy fun busting up some myths with you guys today, but it's time to bring this thing to a close so you guys can get into your lesson.
All right, so join us next time when we take on another myth about God and make sure that that myth is busted.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're the
MYTHBUSTERS. Hey,
everybody. How you doing, boys and girls? My name's Buster. Why is my name Buster? Why, because I like to bust stuff with my good friend, Slappy. Hey, Slappy, you love busting stuff, don't you? Hey, Slappy, would you like to teach them today's power verse? You would? Okay, boys and girls, today's power verse says, so accept each other just as Christ has accepted you. Romans 15:7. Oh, booyah! What an awesome power verse, boys and girls. All right, I want the boys to stand up and say it with me and Slappy on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So accept each other just as Christ has accepted you. Romans 15:7. Sit on down, boys. Good job. All right, I want the girly girls to stand up. Come on, girls. Stand up. Say it with me and Slappy on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So accept each other just as Christ has accepted you. Romans 15:7. Good job, girls. Sit down. You know what, boys and girls? Some people say that God's too strict to accept everybody, but you know what? That's wrong. He accepts everybody, whether you're tall or short or fat or got a bad mustache or your feet smell or your breath smells like tuna fish sandwiches. It doesn't matter. God loves you no matter what. Okay, so I need everybody, boys and girls, to say the power verse with me and Slappy on the count of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So accept each other just as Christ has accepted you. Romans 15:7. Well, kids, it's time for me and my buddy Slappy to bust on out of here. My name's Buster. I'll see you next time with another powerful power verse. Hey, you know what my favorite fruit is? Watermelon. 1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Oh yeah, what's up, boys and girls? It's Twiggity Twix in the house, here to bust a rhyme on busting myths. Check my style out. There's a myth out there that God is too strict. He won't accept anyone who ain't in his clique. But that ain't true, and like I said, this is a myth that's getting busted. But God ain't like that, he accepts everyone. That's why he went and sent his only son. So even though I might be a sinner, with God's help, I'll be a winner. That's right, boys and girls, you remember that. Don't believe the myth that says that God's too strict and he doesn't accept you. He accepts everybody. Believe it. So until next time, I'm Twiggity Twix, keeping Jesus in the pickety mix.